Dear students, so this video is trying to show you the whole process of solving the assignment that you have for server management. So in the beginning, let's start with by going to Google. So to solve this homework that you have, first thing you have to download Windows Server 2025. Okay, so this is the evaluation center. Let's go on there and download. Okay, so it says here the options that you have. Okay, these are all the features, whatever requirement. So whatever now what we can download is trying on Azure. We don't have Azure account yet to try on it. ISO and the VHD, which is will give you virtual machine ready to be used. Okay, but we want to start with the most basic way, which is like just we are learning like how to use Windows Server. So we start with the ISO file. This ISO file will allow you to use it on virtual machine. يعني download Windows Server on virtual machine that you will create. So I click on download. After you write your information, write all your information, choose different country. Okay, for example, write, let's see, for example, Muhammad, Abdurrahman, company name, for example, Tishk or anything. Okay, country, Iraq, there is no Iraq, right? I will choose, for example, Iceland. Then company size, for example, anything, instructor, student, okay, instructor. Then you can write any phone number. I would like to inform, there is no need, so just you can download the Windows that you have, that you like. Okay. After you download the Windows, what we have now, okay, after you download the ISO, you will get this file. Let me show you. Okay, so this file that you will get on your PC, like around 6 gigabyte. Okay. So after that, after you download the Windows file, Server 2025, you got it, which will be used on your virtual machine. You can go and, because we don't want, for example, to download Windows on this computer and run it. That's why I'm using this way. Don't want to delete my, for example, Windows system, or even in Mac, I cannot do even that one. So VirtualBox download. So after that, you go to VirtualBox from Oracle and you can download it on your machine, which will help you to run the Windows Server on using virtual machine. I think that you study in other courses. Get it, download. After that, you choose your system, operating system. The one that I have is Mac OS, Intel. Then for you have Windows. After that, after you download it, you have to run and install the virtual machine. Okay, so let's say you finish installing the virtual machine on your machine, on your computer, which will let you run Windows Server. So you go to VirtualBox. This is VirtualBox. Okay, the icon. Then after that, you can, I will delete everything from here. Show you from beginning, remove all files. Okay, so this one will let you run your virtual machine or Windows Server on your computer. You can click on add or new virtual machine. That will Windows, I will call it Windows Server 25. Okay, then the file that you downloaded, the ISO file, you can go to the other and choose it, this one that you'll download. Okay, the ISO for the Windows Server file. Then you open and then you skip unattended installation, because this one is something advanced. We don't know about it yet. Later you can use it. Okay, next. Now for the RAM memory, based on your computer, you can choose, for example, I will choose around 5 giga for the RAM. Then I don't know how many CPUs you have. I'll choose 4 CPUs. On my computer, it's working fine. For you, maybe you can choose 1 or 2. Then that's it. Now RAM. This is the size that will be taken or used by the virtual machine. Then hard disk size, based on the space that you have, you can choose. I will choose around 40 gigabyte. It will be, I think, enough for the machine to run. Okay. Then after that, next, finish. Okay, now this is the virtual machine. That I can run it on this machine instead of installing Windows Server, which I cannot do on Mac. So I will run this machine, virtual one, run. These are the specs for it. Okay, after you run the machine, now it will ask you. Okay, so this is the Windows Server. Let me make it bigger. Okay, input. Okay, scaled mode. It will be better. You can make it bigger. So this is the other machine that I think most of you study in operating system course, how to use it. Now it will start downloading and the installation for Windows Server. After that, in the other video, you can see the rest of what I'm talking about. Okay, you can choose the language of the keyboard, the time of the country, keyboard type that you have, what you are going to do. I agree, everything that will be deleted, of course. The virtual machine is already empty. Okay, so it will take a while to finish the download of the system. Okay, this one, now we have 4 versions that we study in the lecture notes. I'm talking about the second one, standard evaluation, desktop experience. If you use the standard evaluation without desktop experience, it means only you have the terminal to work on that. But we want to use the desktop one, and we set a data center for the, let's say, for big companies or big centers, and not for us to start. The standard is enough, which has more advanced tools. Okay, next. And then we can click on accept to continue the terms of Windows Server. Maybe it will ask you later for activation, but it will give you 180 days for the free version, which will be more than enough for you to use. Here we have only one disk that I created on the virtual machine, 40 gigabyte. Next. Install. Okay, now I will stop the video until it finish the download of the, or the installation of the Windows. Installation finished. As you can see, after that, Windows will reboot and start working automatically. The operating system is loading, almost done. Will start running on the virtual machine. Okay, after a while, after a few minutes, the computer might restart a few times for the installation to be done. So as you can see, we are just running Windows Server on the virtual machine, this one, using VirtualBox. It will give you a virtual machine that you can use it to install different operating system, better than using your own machine. This almost starting on the server 2025. In this case, I'm just waiting for, I guess, to set up the admin password for the Windows. Okay, now I will try to set up a password. Admin 2025. Okay, then I will write admin 2025. And you will see this one will be rejected. It says it should be more complex, so I'll make it a capital for admin 2025. Then admin 2025. Now it should be accepted since a bit it's more complex. And the username will be administrator by default for the main account. So now we'll finish almost setup, almost finished. Okay, applying computer. So now you have another machine on your machine running Windows Server. Okay, say press Control to delete to unlock. Let's find it. Keyboard. Also, because I don't have like Windows, I'm using Mac. That's why I have to use this. The ready input. Okay. Now it's ready. Administrator, you have to write a password and keep this running on your machine. Okay, the password is correct. Run. Okay, so now Windows Server is ready on your machine to be used. You can use it whenever you like. Just you have to turn on the virtual machine and start it. And you have Windows Server on it without deleting your operating system and installing it with or without any disruption to the current system that you have. Okay, it will take a while, then automatically the Windows Server Manager will be start working without like, okay. So I have done it. Maybe just I took long time because this 30 minutes to 40 minutes waiting for the Windows setup or installation to be done. Most of the time was doing this. The other steps was very easy and straightforward. So this is last step. So you have to accept sending diagnostic data to Microsoft, accept it. Then, as you can see, the server manager automatically started running. It says also you can try Windows Admin Center and Azure Arc today. Okay, I will close it now. So this is Windows Server. You have a local server that you are running now. All servers, if you have many servers, you are managing them. Okay, so your computer will be acting as server when you install this Windows Server on your machine. Later, inshallah, we can go for more details about using this one and other tools. If you close it, you can see now this is like, now I close Windows Server. So it looks very similar to what you have what you are using now. Okay. Same as your computer, like maybe if you are using Windows, you have this PC and you have most of the things will be the same. I hope it was a useful video and thanks. Wish you the best for doing it, the same job. Even you can explain more details. This is what I would want you to do.